I'm going to demonstrate how to cast on without a slip knot. And I guess the reason I'm making the distinction here is because in all of my videos, I always start with a slip knot. It's the way that I've done it for over 40 years, and so it's kind of sticking with what you know. But you don't have to use a slip knot to cast on, whether you're doing, I'm going to demonstrate it for the Longtail cast on, whether you do the cast on like I do or the Slingshot method. I'm going to demonstrate both. Let's go ahead and take a look at the difference in the appearance of your work. Okay, this is, I've tried to use the yarn that would just exaggerate this the most, right? This is a slip knot, and you can see you end up with a little chunk of a knot there at the end. And this is no slip knot, and it just kind of curves into nothing. This is unblocked, so I could make these look a little bit different if I was to block them out. Actually, I couldn't make this look much different, but I could square out this a little bit with blocking. And you can see this looks pretty good. I actually prefer the squareness of the slip knot and how it gives you that absolute right angle. That's why I do it. But I can definitely see that there'd be some work that I would do where I wouldn't want that knot in there, or I'd want this rounded corner. I'm going to try to square it out a little bit. You're not going to end up getting quite the right angle edge there. Gosh, it's knitting. I think they're both beautiful. How about I not be biased? So I'm going to cast on with a double pointed needle just for demonstration purposes. You certainly don't have to use a double pointed needle. And the first way I'm going to show you is the slingshot way. Excuse me. I'm going to get myself set up. Normally I would tie a slip knot and get myself set up in the slingshot method, but I'm just going to run the yarn across my hands. I'm kind of assuming you already know how to do this cast on. If you don't, click the little eye in the upper right hand corner. I'll take you to my slow video demonstrating this. So I put my needle under that yarn and hold it with my first finger, and then get myself going with the cast on. And when I cast on that first stitch, I end up with 2 stitches because that bit I was holding actually becomes a stitch. Let me show you again. Hold on to that with your first finger, and then just start casting on, and you'll have 2 stitches after you do your first stitch. Now let me show you the way that I cast on, because I use the thumb. I don't know that there's a name for the way that I do the longtail cast on. Put the yarn over the needle and hold on to it again. Put your thumb on the yarn. Now, again, I'm assuming that you already know how to do this cast on. If you don't, click the little eye in the upper right hand corner to go to the video on this cast on. So my thumb's on the yarn, flip it, put the needle into that loop, and then this is what was over the needle that I was holding on to. Yarn over with that, and you have 2 stitches. Let me show that again. It's a little less clear with this way. The yarn is over the needle, hold on to it with my first finger, get myself set up with the cast on, two stitches. And again, doing it this way will give you this nice rounded corner. So you have 2 options, either a square slip knot edge or a rounded edge with kind of that just grows out of nothing. Hope that helps. Good luck.